All right, so today we're going to talk about solving equations here at the beginning. Now, I'm going to go pretty quickly here. This micro lecture will not last very long because you have already done this twice. You did it in middle school when you were introduced to solving equations, and then you also did it in Algebra 1. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick little review, and then I'm going to let you guys try. Today's going to be a lot of work at your boards, not a lot of me. Okay, so here's an example of a few linear equations, which we're going to solve. Again, one variable. So we just have usually the letter X, but sometimes I'll try to mix it up a bit and use different letters. Like in the rewind, when I gave you guys letter T. All right, hopefully I didn't throw you for a loop or anything, okay? Because it's not always going to be letter X. On this side here are some nonlinear equations. We are going to look at all three of those before the end of the year. All right, one of those is a square root function. All right, this one is rational, and this one is exponential. All things we're going to look at later on this year. Okay? Now, you learn how to do this, again, in Algebra 1. And the idea here is that you need to know the order of operations. So if you look at my example, and I want to look at where my x is it on the left side or the right side? It's on the left side of the equation. So what are my operations on the left side? Addition. Is that it? And multiplication. Where's the multiplication? Because I don't see it. Very good. The 4 times x. So if you were doing this with order of operations, what should you do first? You should do the multiplication, right? Multiplication comes before addition. So the way you want to solve this, which again, you're going to isolate this variable, this letter, right? Means get it by itself. You're going to go backwards, okay? So I'm going to first unravel it by getting rid of the addition. So how do I get rid of the addition? Right? You always do the inverse operation. That's what it says here before the inverse or opposite operation. So we're going to subtract. So I'm going to write minus 5 on both sides. As you learn in Algebra 1, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. All right? Otherwise, you don't have an equation anymore. Okay? So the whole point here is that I have what now on the left side? 4x. My 5 is gone. It's been moved to the other side. So if you have trouble with integers, it's going to show up today. That's why I have the calculators, or you can have a little refresher here. They're both negative. The way I deal with it is I write the negative, and then what do I do to 3 and 5? I add them. So what's 3 and 5? 8. All right? We're almost done, but it doesn't say x equals. It says 4x equals. How do I get rid of that 4? Very good. It is multiplication, so you do the inverse, which is division. So I'm going to divide by 4. What if there would have been a negative in front of that 4? What would I have divided by? By negative 4. Don't forget, you want to get just x, not negative x. So divide by everything in front of that variable. All right, so now I'm going to get x equals negative 2. All right. Questions? How do I know I'm right? Because I did it and I'm awesome? You can plug it in. Very good. All right. So I need 4 times negative 2 plus 5 to be negative 3. Let's see. What's 4 times negative 2? Negative 8. Negative 8 plus 5 is negative 3. So we are correct. All right. I'm not going to require you to check all your answers, but if you ever want to know, am I right? That's how you check it. Questions on this? Okay, guys, go ahead and stand up.